Nuts to you!
Hi guys, so probably the biggest patch we got so far in Battlegrounds has been out for a couple of days. I've been playing a lot. Like, now I'm recording this after a 12-hour stream, so excuse me if I seem a little bit tired. I'm not bored, I love this patch, and I think it's interesting. A lot of hours that I spent, I didn't climb anything, but I feel like I was acquiring information, and then I started climbing towards the end of my latest stream just because I feel like I have a decent understanding of this metagame. So I decided to make an initial tier list. Not everything will be perfect. I didn't get to play every single hero, but I also looked over statistics of how heroes performed, but I didn't let those statistics influence everything. I mostly looked for like heroes that I haven't played to like figure out how good they are. So let me tell you about every single hero and how I think you should play it in the current metagame. Tyrion and Deathwing. They are probably the best heroes overall, not only because you get first place consistently, because you want. Mostly because you get top 3 consistently. I very rarely did not finish top 3 with both of them. And I know some people prefer Deathwing, but Tyrion is still my boy. Yes, Boogie Monster was removed. Still very good. The way you should play Tyrion is try to buy no type on turn 1, no type on turn 2, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go through this because you might miss. If you miss, doesn't matter, just stay on 1. You stay tier 1, you find 3 to 5 no types. So Selfless Hero, Righteous Protector, Rough Weaver. You press that hero power button. At latest, you want to go tier 3 on 8 gold. So usually there's 2 routes that I go for. I either level to 2 when it costs 2 gold, so basically on 6 gold. So you 2 gold level, 3 gold buy, press hero power. Or, this is crazier and I only did it recently, 0 level, so level for 0, level for 7 in the same turn, and then hero power on 8 gold. That's like the latest I would go to Tavern 3. Then you stay on 3 couple of turns, you estimate, and when you fight a weaker opponent you should go to 4. And then from 3, you try to discover Floating Watcher, if you already have Rough Weaver. If not, I don't know, just stay on 3 and like hero power, make a board. And then you go to 4. You want to be on 4 the majority of your game as Tyrion, because you'll find stuff like Bolvar. You have an increased tavern size, and by going to 5, you don't increase the size again. And by being on 4, you discover Baron even there. If you can afford to, let's say you triple and going to 5 is like 5 gold, you go to 5, try to discover Zap. But most of your game you're going to stay on 4 as Tyrion. Deathwing plays super weird. I played a couple of games with Deathwing and I had a pretty insane game. So my most insane Deathwing game, I was Tavern 5, I had 3 minions, 2 Rat Packs, and a 3-star, the new dragon. 3-star dragon Divine Shield with Reborn. That's Deathwing. All you want is to look for a Rat Pack. If you have 2 Rat Packs, you are very good because you're gonna beat people that have 1 Rat Pack. Usually people don't really hold their Rat Packs that much. They might if they face Deathwing. I think the more we're gonna go deeper into the meta game, people are going to adapt for Deathwing and pick Rat Pack whenever they see they have Deathwing in their lobby, and maybe even hold it or like try to hold it as much as they can. So Deathwing might lose power if people adapt and try to counteract him. But if people don't, and it's really hard to account for 1 player in an 8-player game, as Deathwing, you just look for Rat Pack. Once you find Rat Pack, power level to Tavern 6. Once you are Tavern 6, you want to pivot into whatever endgame strategy you want to play. Anything works other than demons. I mean, even demons with like 2 Imp Mamas and stuff, but I would avoid demons. But I think one of my games with Deathwing, I played demons. Actually, demons could work, because you benefit from extra attack. If you get like double Void Lord, double Imp Mama, and then like Golden Soul Juggler, you might as well just play demons. So literally pivot into anything you're offered. It's very hard. It's very hard to figure out what's the best thing that you're offered. I had a game where I was offered the 6-star dragon, the Caligos, which is probably the best way to start going dragons. I bought it, and I died before I was able to transition. So be very careful. Transitioning into dragons takes time. Transitioning into murlocs takes resources. So you can transition into murlocs in one turn. But you need the Bran, and you need the murlocs, and you need some other stuff maybe as well. It's not an easy transition. Max is more a progression. So if along the way you have a couple of kobolds, you can just keep them and improve with stuff like Kangor. Stuff like 4 Reaper. You still want to go to 6 even if you're playing Max, by the way. And yes, you pick up the kobolds. They're very good together with the rat packs and some resets and stuff. Then you can also play beasts. You probably already have rat packs. Just pick up Mama Bear. And yeah, pretty much Deathwing, pick rat pack, power level. What if you're not offered rat pack? Well, then you want to increase your chances to get rat pack. How? I'm not sure on 5 gold. You probably also on 5 gold. Like on 5 gold, double reroll, try to find rat pack. I'm not joking. On 6 gold, triple reroll, try to find rat pack. If you find rat pack, you're gonna win every fight. As long as they don't have rat pack as well. It's pretty stupid. But it works. If you don't find rat pack, you're just gonna lose. That's why Deathwing is not better than Tyrion. Because if he was better than Tyrion... Like, Tyrion can also not find the no types. I mean, stuff like Mekaru, stuff like token generators, Infested Wolf. There's other things you can do other than rat pack. But I feel like you're very weak if you don't manage to find the rat pack. So yeah. Rafam. I put minions in a lot more tiers than normal. Just because I feel like a differentiation is required when we have so many... I said minions? Heroes. When we have so many heroes in the game. So I feel like Tyrion and Deathwing... Normally I had tier S with like 5. With Tyrion, Deathwing, Rafam, Daryl, Yogg. But Rafam, Daryl, Yogg are not on the level of Tyrion and Deathwing. If I see Tyrion and Deathwing, or Tyrion Deathwing, I get a dopamine rush. I know I'm probably going to win the lobby. I know I'm probably going to get second place. I'm excited. When I see Rafam or Daryl or Yogg, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Okay. Rafam got better than previously because forcing dragons is very good strategy. Dragons are kind of like murlocs. They have good early game, garbage mid, even worse mid game than murlocs if you don't find good dragons. Very good late. They are easier to build than murlocs. Why? Murlocs got harder to build. Why? There's like 4 more 5 stars and they took out 1. And there's way more 6 stars. So it's harder to get your pieces. Like you need Bran, you need Bagurgle, you need to discover a Murloc. Those are in 5. And you need Megazord, which is 6. So it's just much harder to discover what you want from 5 and from 6, and even to roll into them manually. Also, there's more minions overall in the game. They added 18, they removed 11, so it's harder overall to get the triple. And Murlocs kind of rely on triples. But that's fine. Rafam can still play Murlocs. I'm not saying he cannot, just harder. He can play dragons. He can play whatever the lobby plays. That's Rafam's power. He can play nothing, just spawn off Nuzov and stats, and then aggro level. As Rafam, I play for board early game, and then focus on leveling. I like the Tyrion curve. Level for 2 on 6 gold, buy minion hero power, and then level for 6 gold on 7 gold, and hero power. And then on 7 gold, you're caught up with the entire lobby, leveling wise. And then you push Tavern 4 probably also on 9 gold, like the average lobby. But on like 11, 12 gold, you want to push Tavern 5. Whereas most lobby is going to just stay on 4 and play max. You can still play max on Rafam. I usually don't. Yeah, I mean, you cannot really force dragons. You can give yourself a higher chance than other players to play dragons. Okay. Daryl lost some Divine Shields, lost Psychotron, lost Minibot, but it's still good because it gained a new dragon with Divine Shield and is very good against Deathwing because it can just dance on Rat Packs. It can dance on Imgang boss. Still can just play Kobolds and win. I don't know. If Daryl plays Kobolds, he wins. Daryl is busted with Kobolds. Rover is also a fantastic card to get. So, what else is there? Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron, I don't think I played more than once this patch, and I played for a lot of time. It was just offered to me together with Tyrion and Deathwing, and sometimes with like new heroes, and I would rather go for the other ones. So let me think a bit of Yogg-Saron. I think it's just the fact that you get overstated minions and you get a guaranteed curve. Basically, you have your early game set that makes Yogg good. Just, it gets to Tavern 4 in a very consistent way with very consistently high health. From Tavern 4, it's a free ball. You can die and finish 8th place, or you can win the lobby. He just sets you up. He gives you the ramp. He's just solid hero, I don't know. Nothing super fantastic. Only hero power early game. You probably already know the Yogg curve, right? You hero power on 1 every single time. Almost every single time you level on 2, unless you're offered some token shenanigan plays where you can like triple and do some cheeky lines. And then you go hero power buy, and then you have a hero power, a buy and a reroll, blah blah blah. Now, I put those minions in A tier because I consider them really good. Just really good. And the B tier minions are minions. I keep saying minions. I should probably just call them minions. I mean, I call them minions because I see Malygos and Edwin and Alex. They are minions in Hearthstone. Whatever. The B tier heroes, the B tier heroes are heroes that can be good sometimes, just with less consistency. But any of the B tier heroes can perform better than A tier heroes, even win lobbies very consistently. I mean, every hero can win a lobby. It's just like a percentage game. So, I have Malygos rated so highly just because of the sheer versatility that he offers. Very hard to play, by the way. 0 mana hero power, very powerful. Best way to utilize it, buy a token on turn 1, hero power your token. Now you have 2 minions. Bam. Turn 2, just level, hero power the other token. Or the first one if you got the Wrath Weaver. And then on 5, I want to look at what I'm offered. Obviously, you want to go sell, buy. If you're offered complete garbage, maybe, but I would rather not. Roll once and then double sell, double buy. If you're offered one really good 2-star and a bad 2-star, you want to hero power the bad 2-star on 5 gold. And maybe also on 6 gold. To give yourself a chance at something better. If you have 3 2-stars offered, again, you hero power the worst one. If you only have 2 2-stars, you probably still end up just buying the 2-star, even if it's not amazing, and then you just hero power it next turn. Because Malygos can hero power minions on your board, it can hero power minions on Bob's board. So that's why I like it so much. You just want to make sure you hero power every single turn. Once you get to tier 3, you can start getting stuff like Soul Juggler and Kobolds. You can get a lot of really good stuff, for example, from buying buffs and then just hero powering them. Once you go to 4, the same. Like, you can just buy buffs. Whenever you see a bad 4-star in the tavern, you hero power it. People told me, and I'm not sure if it works, I never tried it, Bolvar and the new dragon that gets +2/+2 every single time a minion loses Divine Shield, if you hero power with either Malygos or Galakrond, the Anoyo module or a Divine Shield in the tavern, it's going to buff the Bolvar or the new dragon in the tavern. I'm not sure if that works, so I cannot vouch for it, but that's what I heard in chat, and chat is always right? He used to be top 3 heroes. I don't know necessarily what changed. I think the meta game. Still, he's insane if you get Cobalt and hero power it. He's insane if you get Hydra and hero power it. He's insane if you get Rover and hero power it. There's no more Psychotron, so maybe that's one of the reasons. I cannot pinpoint why Edwin is not amazing anymore. But I guess Rafam got better, Degel got better. I think Yogg was better than Edwin. And I like Malygos more, but maybe it's just because it's new. So Edwin is not bad. He's pretty good. By the way, one thing I want to point on Edwin, people should probably stop double buy hero powering on 7. If you double buy hero power on 7, you're gonna level on 8 gold, and then you cannot you can like level buy hero power, but normally you go like level reroll. So you level for free, you reroll, you buy, and you hero power. I don't like that much. I like just playing normal, leveling on 7 gold, and then on 8, just double buy roll hero power. It's pretty clean. Or you can even like sell, triple buy, sell hero power if you wanna go crazy. If you're offered like 2 kobolds or something. So I would rather just hero power on 8 rather than hero powering on 7 and delaying my level up. But that depends. Like maybe you're offered super good stuff on 7, then and you're losing fights. Then sure, by no means you should level. Just stay on the Tavern 2. Okay, Nosdormu is very powerful. And I like it a lot. But in my head, I played out the situation. What if I'm offered Nosdormu and Edwin? I'll pick Edwin. What if I'm offered Nosdormu and Malygos? I'll pick Malygos. That was close, kind of. So even though I have Malygos ahead of Nosdormu, I kind of like both in a similar way. So why do I have Edwin before Nosdormu? They're pretty close in power level. But I don't know, a free reroll every single turn offers a great deal of consistency. It scales down late game, but it's still a better bartender. By just literally any way you look at it. That's what Nosdormu does. It gives you 1 gold every turn. On average, I don't know how many turns there are in the game. Like 16, 17. I never counted. I'm just guesstimating. So that's how much gold you get. The longer the game, the more gold. But the gold is valued less. Like 1 gold on 5 gold when you want to double buy is worth way more than 1 gold when you already have 10 gold. When you're already rich, is less valuable. Nosdormu just allows you to like tavern up aggressively. Tavern up roll buy is made much easier with Nosdormu. I like Nosdormu a lot. Yeah. I might even pick him over Edwin. I don't know, it's close. Depends on the mood. Nefarian, pretty good right now because there's a lot of Divine Shielding. The only Divine Shields against which Nefarian is not good are the ones that you get from Nadina when they're playing dragons. But if they're already like Nadina, big dragons, you probably lose anyways. George, very good. Right now, he got buffed to 3 mana for hero power. A lot of people don't like George. I like it. I pick him with a lot of occasions. Again, I'm probably going to pick Nefarian, Nosdormu, Edwin and stuff over George, but I'm going to pick George over FK. I'm going to pick George over Reiki Zamzarg. I'm going to pick George over Toki. I'm going to pick George over You Get a Drill. I just like George. I think he's pretty solid. And you don't necessarily get first place, but like you can definitely achieve the top 4 with George. Just play the new Dragon and Bolvar and play a Divine Shield full board and it's fine. FK is okay. Probably better than in the previous patch after they nerfed floating. But not amazing. What you want is like Hungry Dragon, pretty much. Cobalt, Shredder, just the usual stuff. They remove Psychotron, but it's fine. She can leave. AFK is always like just fine. Maybe a bit above average. Alex Traza is super weird. So Alex Traza giving you 2 dragons once you reach Tavern 5. Ooh. Very interesting one. So if you get Kaligos, and or Razar Ghul, you probably can snowball the game into a victory. If you don't, you can probably still like get 6th or 5th. It's a very weird hero. I would not just tunnel vision on power leveling. So you want to level normally. 7 gold, you go to Tavern 3. Sometimes if you're really having everything going for you, 8 gold, go Tavern 4, and then 9 gold, go Tavern 5. By the way, as soon as you reach 4, next time you go to 5. Like, just pay all your gold. Because you discover 2 5-stars. It's worth it. But the question is, when do you go to 4? I think on 8, only if you're powerful. On 9, if you're average. If you're getting hyper bullied, go on 10. But I would try to go on 9. On 10, you probably want to go to 5 and discover the dragons. So she's nice, but the metagame is pretty aggressive. I feel like if the metagame slows down, Alex gets better. AK Zamzarak, I always liked him more than other people because Ice Block, shenanigans, just cheeses top 4s, top 5s. He's not ultra amazing. He's just okay. He also has the advantage that on 5 gold, if you already have like let's say a rock pool and you're offered one good minion and that's it, you can just buy the good minion and hero power, get the block early or get the secret and win the fight. And that's fine. And then you just double buy on 6 and you move on with your life. I like Zamzarak. He's hard to play, but he's nice. Talking about hard to play, the next hero, Galakrond, I like him a lot. There's so many playstyles with Galakrond, it's insane. So I had games where on turn 1, I buy token, generator, sell the token to hero power a minion in the tavern, freeze, turn 2, you buy another minion, evolve the minion to a 3-star, and then you go buy again, evolve to 4-star, you keep freezing, and then you go level buy, evolve to 5-star, then you go double buy, evolve to 6-star, buy the 6-star, buy something else. And then you like level buy, and then you want to like level, try to evolve something. Basically, what Galakrond gives you is a very early 6-star. And obviously if you hit a super bad one, you have to freeze again. And if you hero power it again next time, you're gonna re-roll it. But you probably cannot afford to do that because you take too much damage. He's interesting, but you don't curve out normally with Galakrond. But yeah, sometimes you start freezing from turn 1, sometimes you start freezing on turn 2, sometimes you start freezing later. Like you can just buy minion on 1, level, and once you offer 2 drops on 5 gold, then you start making them 3 drops. And you buy, if you offer like 2 drops on 5 gold, instead of going sell buy, you can just go hero power buy. You have a roll, hero power buy. Toki. She's fine. I never loved Toki. Actually, I loved Toki in the beginning of Battlegrounds. And then they nerfed her. And after they buffed her again, I don't know. I just don't feel it. She's fine. I just maybe never super high roll with her. So I don't have like good previous experiences. She's okay. Reno is really interesting. He's also like kind of an all or nothing hero. I think the best target to hero power is Soul Juggler because it's early and you can snowball by just getting a super early Soul Juggler, transitioning into demons by Void Lords, by Imp Mama and stuff like that. Other good targets obviously. Bran, the beast stuff like Great Wolf, Mama Bear, Baron Revendare, and there's also like the dragon stuff. Sometimes Hungry Dragon, but okay, I would not recommend hero powering Hungry Dragon. You could hero power, however, how is it called? Razargul. Yeah. That's it. He's nice. I like the hero power, it's super unique, and I think they should do more hero powers like this. I mean, they're pretty creative with the hero powers, so props to Blizzard. Sindragosa is really powerful, and Elise is also pretty powerful, but we talked about them. It's just okay heroes. They give you good early. Sindragosa gives you good early game, just consistent good early game. Elise gives you good mid game, pretty much, and you level a bit more aggressively, especially to 5. Allows you to go from 4 to 5 without getting a triple per se. Izera. People play Izera wrong. She has low win rate, but I think she's better than that. By the way, the C tier are heroes that can do a surprise. You don't expect them to do well, but they can. You have to play them in a particular way. Actually, not Patchwork. Patchwork is just you play normally. Maybe a bit more greedy. But the other 4, they can produce surprises. The way you play Izera is you stay on 1 quite a bit. You go try to buy a dragon on turn 1, turn 2 buy dragon if offered, if not hero power, buy dragon. Turn 3 you want to buy another dragon, and then You have a reroll and a hero power, pretty much. And then you go actually, you hero power before you level. So like you buy the Dragon's Offered, you hero power, and then at the end of the turn you level. And then you freeze, and you start your turn by discovering a 3-star. And you try to get Hungry Dragons and Snowball. That's pretty much the Zera game plan. And then you play normally. Then you just want to level to 3 and hero power. But pretty much you want to stay on Tavern 1 until you hit 1, 2, maybe even 3 triples. On Tavern 1, there's only 2 dragons, the 2-3 Taunt and the Red Whelp, the 1-2 that deals damage to a random minion according to how many dragons you have. So this guarantees your hero power to hit one of those 2, which means it's very easy to triple them. So that's kind of how you want to play Zera. You don't want to level on 2, because then you're just throwing away your hero power and you get a garbage hero power instead. You could just level on 2 and play normally, like as if you don't have a hero power, but I don't recommend that. So if you ever have to play Zera, just stay on 1 a little bit more, play aggro. It can work out. Patchwork. Again, play normally. Curator, I never liked Curator after they removed Amalgam. So now he got even worse because there's dragons added to the game. You might think he got better, but there's just like way too many things going on, and the Amalgam is gonna end up not buffed. That's pretty much it. It's more units, less things to do. And I don't know if dragons necessarily help. Like, you don't have a dragon that you would really like to splash into the Curator comp. Like maybe a Scalebane, but I don't know, I'm not feeling the Curator. Obviously he can work. You can have some insane games where you just nail every single buff and make your Amalgam huge. That can happen, but it can also not happen. That's why he's in C tier, because he can produce surprises, but more often than not, he doesn't. Bartender, a lot of heroes want to play aggro in the current meta game because it's just nice to play aggro dragons, for example. But you cannot do that unless your hero power justifies it, because then you fall behind. Bartender's hero power is one of those that justifies it. If you want to play aggro, you can just buy a minion on turn 1. On turn 2, you can buy a reroll. And then on 3, you can level up and buy. And then you're just at the same pace as all the other players. Then you can just level on 7 gold for 4. Exactly as the others. So Bartender can play normally. He can also just power level and try to hit something on tier 3 or 4. But that's more YOLO. He still offers you some playing potential, more than like any D tier hero, for example, or the Void tier heroes. Patches also can have both aggro playstyle with fitting the hero powers, and then leveling the classic way on 6 gold and on 7 gold. Or he can just play... You play normal, so you level up on 4 gold. And then on 5 gold, you also play normal, you double buy. On 6 gold, if you're offered bad, you just level for 5 hero power. And then on 7 gold, double buy hero power. 8 gold, you have a roll, double buy hero power. You get the point. So try to fit in the hero powers to make up for a bad offering in the Bob Tavern. Patches is fine, but he's not always going to work out. Rat King got worse because they added dragons to his hero power rotation, so it already was super inconsistent. Now it's even more inconsistent. It's just bad. If you have nothing better to do, just YOLO. Pick and hope the stars align. Shadowwalk got worse because Murlocs got worse, so you cannot force Murlocs that easily, which was pretty much the main way people were playing Shadowwalk previously. There's less chances to get the tokens because there's more units and there's more 1-drops. Dragons are not really AoE buffable. So with dragons being added, with mechs being removed, you have less shenanigans you can do with Shadowwalk. Like Shadowwalk was really good for getting like mini bots, Divine Shield taunts, and then like leaping them with your hero power. I think Shadowwalk took maybe one of the biggest hits this patch. He used to be like tier A, and now he's close to tier ass. Yeah. You probably expect cringy jokes already. So, Lich King also got worse. The dragons don't really help him. Pulls getting diluted don't help him. He can still try to hero power something, but Psychotron getting removed kind of also hurts Lich King. It was probably the best target you had until further notice. Until, I don't know, Kangor got Spoiler. So, Lich King is just... I don't know what do you do with him. Go for Rat Pack hero power? Maybe? You're gonna beat Deathwing. Lich King is a counter to Deathwing. I don't know. I haven't played Lich King. I just played against it and it felt bad. But I didn't get such a bad hero offering that I have to play Lich King. Like, you have to think, to play a D tier hero, you have to get offered only D and F tier heroes. Like, if I'm offered Millhouse Sylvanas Lich King, yeah, I'll pick Lich King. But otherwise, I'd rather not. Pyramid. It's fine. That's it. Lich Bazal, I never liked her. Even when she was good, I don't know, I just don't like losing health. In this metagame, there's more tier 5 and 6 units, so I think games last less because there's a point. So I had so many games, I was like 25 plus health, then I have one bad fight, I go under 10, one more fight, I'm dead. So in the past, when you were 25 plus, you felt like you could lose 2 fights and still be okay. Now you can lose in one fight from like 25, and if you're like 30, you can still lose it in 2 fights. There's more damage. So playing Lich, I don't know. The rule of thumb was usually that you hero power and try to snowball, and then you stop at 20 health, but now, even if you snowball, you don't snowball that much. And if you lose a fight, you can die from 20 and that'll be a disaster. So I would avoid playing Lich in this meta game, but if you have a lot of courage, just do it. Ragnaros is basically worse patches. More damage for more mana is not worth it. Millhouse is a super YOLO hero. He's just bad because he starts with 1 less gold. That's pretty much it. If he would start with 3 gold, he would be playable. So, if anybody from Blizzard is watching, by the way, thank you for watching. Make Millhouse start with 3 gold, please. I want to play this beautiful mage. Sylvanas sucks. She's good at buffing Cobalt and Hydra. And she was good at buffing Divine Shields, which you have less of right now. No Minibot, no Psychotron. She's basically budget Edwin. Probably no Psychotron is also one of the reasons why Edwin is weaker. Anyways, I digress. Maleficent. You have less mechs, but they're pretty good. Like Cobalt, Egg, Rover. Maybe I would play Maleficent over Millhouse and Sylvanas. I was paying a lot of attention at even how I ordered the minions within the tiers, but maybe I think I'll play Maleficent over Sylvanas and over Millhouse. Yeah. On further notice, Maleficent is the best hero to avoid. If you're offered Maleficent, Jaraxxus, Sylvanas, pick Maleficent. And yeah, Jaraxxus is just... No. No. Like, no. Avoid. Worst hero in the game. They could make his hero power 3 and he would still be bad. By 3, I mean 0. And yeah, I know that a lot of people on stream were making fun of the way I pronounce the number 3. Like the number between 2 and 4. But yeah, they could make his hero power 0. And, okay, he would be good maybe. They should try that. Just do it, Blizzard. Nah, no, he would be too good. They could make it 1. And then see how it goes. Or, hear me out. Maybe they could just redesign Jaraxxus and not have him be so freaking boring. They did a really good job with stuff like Reno and Galakrond. They should do the same with Jaraxxus and give him an original hero power, not just buff demons. Anyways, that's my tier list. Probably the longest video I had so far because this was the biggest patch we had so far. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I was able to give you some good information, even though I'm pretty tired right now. Now I'll just go to sleep and stream a lot. So if you want to catch me live, make sure you watch it Twitch TV/RDU Live. But I will have more YouTube videos coming up as well. And I'll try to make some YouTube exclusive videos also to reward you people that are watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. And good luck in the Battlegrounds. I should probably get my editor to cut the cringy part at the end. Nah. It's fine.